What's going on, everybody? It's Josh. Today I am bringing you another review from Boss Fight Studio, the Virtuvian H.A.C.K.S figures. This is series 2. It is the Orc Conqueror. In my last video we did the Knight of Asperity, so if you have not seen that, please go check it out. Like I said in my last video, I'm going to try to approach these reviews a little different. Obviously, as you can see here, it is not out of the package yet, so I am going to do this review pretty much by giving you my very first initial thoughts on the figure, and then I'll show you everything. So it's not going to be a standard review as what you might be used to, but I am I'm just trying to do things a little different. So as you can see, this is the front of the package, Orc Conqueror. We have the Savage Warrior, and we have some beautiful card art, which I appreciate that this is actually done by an artist and everything, and it's just specifically for this figure. Then you can see here we have the Orc Conqueror and all of his accessories, which we will dive into. And then the back of the packaging shows you all the other figures. And then over here it gives you the historical documentation. So it pretty much just gives you like a background of the figure, which I think is awesome. And then it has the package design, the card art, and then the character bios, who's in charge of that. And as you guys know, or if you don't know, with Boss Fight Studios, the main thing that I truly like about this is it's a collector friendly packaging. So you just peel these tabs and then slide it out. You have the card in close to perfect shape. So this allows for the in-box and out-of-box collectors, because once you're done displaying it, you can put him back in and display him with that. So getting right into it, the first back tray, I guess you could say, we have a shield, a hammer, and then a looks like a sword. And then in this bag right here, if I can get it open easily. Okay, so that was not that easy, but at least they secure it. We have your Boss Fight Studio stand. Then we have a separate helmet, which I'll get into, and then they come with another pair of hands. And these hands will have different articulation than the ones that are already on the figure, which you can see right here. And then it comes with this little, I don't even know what to actually call it. I know it goes across the figure. So here's the figure in the first tray. I will get to these accessories once I get him out of package. That way I can show you guys those in his hand as well. But getting started off the bat, the detail on these figures are just absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, whatever you want to say. I mean, the attention to detail on everything down to his, I guess you would call these like forearm guards or cuffs or something. And they're like a soft plastic. I mean, everything's removable. If you don't know about the H.A.C.K.S, it stands for Highly Articulated Character Kit Systems. So they're all like plug and play. You can take these arms out and put them on a completely different body. Once I do get more figures opened up, I will start to show you guys that, but right now I only have 2 available to open because I'm trying to open them and review them at the same time. So yeah, later on in the future, be on the lookout for that. But let me see if I can get you guys a close-up of the head sculpt. There we go. It does come with an alternate head sculpt. This one obviously has the beard, which I prefer already, and then you can see his teeth sticking out there and his nose ring, his septum piercing. But the paint is wonderful, even just down to like the buckles on the straps and everything are just awesome. And then you have like the bronze, it's like a shimmer, there's a little bit of glitter in there or something. Very cool. Articulation is very standard if you have these figures, but if you don't, you can have his, pretty much his arms go up that high, and they do spin all the way around. Single jointed elbows, and then this wrist, like I said, there's 2 different hand pegs, so this one goes up and down, same with this one. It's a little tricky just because of this this piece right here, but then moving on down, his legs can go this far forward and only this far back, but he does have double jointed knees, which is great to have. And then ankles go up and down, and they can twist all the way around. And you can get a pretty good split in that. There's very little ab crunch, but that is turned all the way around. It's on a ball peg. And that's pretty much it for articulation. And then obviously his head can spin all the way around, that far up and that far down. But let's get into the accessories, because that's honestly one of the main things that I am loving about these figures, is everything that they come with. So the first thing in the second tray that he comes with are these shoulder pads, and they are very, very sharp. Not very, very sharp, I over exaggerated on that. They're pretty sharp for obviously a figure, but you can see, hopefully see the peg holes, yep, on top of his shoulders right there. And we just plug them in. The one thing I do like about these figures as well is the how secure the pegs are. I mean, it really takes some force to get them in, but then you know that they are not going to just fall out randomly. So here is the second head sculpt that it comes with. To me, it looks a little maybe more like a goblin, but obviously it is an orc. It just does not have a beard. Pretty much the same head sculpt, face sculpt, outside of the beard. So let's pop this on. In case you guys don't know, with their head sculpts, the ball joint is already, or the ball peg is already in there, so it's just simple. Pull that out and make sure it's in. And then there he is with head sculpt number 2. So with this you can add the helmets on, kind of give the Knight of Asperity look on that one. It kind of just looks menacing and from a distance. Super dope, loving that. So this and this are 2 face shields, I guess you can say, for this helmet that I showed you previously. So the one that I'm digging is obviously the one with the beard. It looks very, very cool. Let's see if we can snap this on here. I do have a little bit of trouble with this. It seems as if you need to heat them up, maybe with a hairdryer or something, to get them to work a little better. I think it's just from sitting in the packaging and just being the type of plastic that it is. So I have the worst time with these. So I don't know if it's just my luck or what's going on, but I'm gonna try to snap these in here real quick. So I will say my one gripe with this style of helmet is it is very, very hard to put them on. Even once the yeah, so that's pretty much how it looks, but it's just popping off. Because when the helmet sometimes is put on the head sculpt, it expands, and then it makes this almost impossible to fit on evenly. So that's a bummer with this. And like I said, it could just be this figure. It could just be my luck that I've gotten by buying this specific one. I mean, he technically can't see because his eyes aren't shown, but it's kind of displayed. See how this part's just... Alright, anyways, let's just move on to the next one. So I will display him probably with this, or I might not even display him with the helmet, honestly, because he looks so cool. While I was getting the weapons out, I found a baggie for his, I guess his thigh armor, leg armor. I don't know what to call it technically, but they are sharp. Good lord. So let's see if we can attach those right there. And this one, just in these little peg holes right there. So there we go with that. Just the attention to detail that is with these figures is amazing. Here's the shield. As you can tell, it's made out of obviously plastic, but it's molded, and the texture and everything is just insane on these. They just feel quality, which is awesome for the price point, because if you guys don't know already, these are priced at $24.99 for these figures. So you get everything that you see here for $25, which is insane. And if you guys are interested in getting any of these, I'll obviously post links down in the description below. So I hope you guys take the dive into this like I have. I already have like 10 or 12 of these, I think, and it's yeah, it's getting pretty crazy, I'm not gonna lie. But I could not be happier. I love these figures. So here he is holding the shield. All I had to do was just put the hands, bend the hands open a little bit just so it would fit in, because these hands, as you can see, are super, super tight. So I just pulled them open a little bit, and then once he holds them, just kind of squeeze on his hand back again to put that plastic back in its normal position. And then the hammer, I might display him with the hammer, because just once again, the attention to detail. Ow, that is sharp. Good night. So as you can see, just it looks like actual wood from like a tree. Like there's like a little branch that's been cut off, and then just the metal. I don't know. These things are just crazy, guys. I never thought that at a $25 price point you could get this much detail on a figure. So I'll probably have to do the same thing, and like I said, just open his hand up a little bit. Okay, so I had to put a different hand sculpt in, just because it would made it a little easier for him to hold. But here's him with the hammer, which I'll probably just have him displayed like this, kind of just about to go into battle. And then here we have the sword. Since I already have the hammer in there, I'm not going to worry about this, but you can tell it looks like this was like a blacksmith sword. Looks like it was just made out of stone or something. It's actually not made out of stone, but I'm just talking like real life if this was real. And then the detail, let me see if I can grab that right here. On the handle, you can see like it was wrapped with something. And then you can see like the scratches, and it's not perfect. Like there's like chips out of it and everything, like it's been used or it was broke while it was getting sharpened or something. I don't know. Just goes back to the attention to detail. So super awesome. I was very, very excited to grab this figure. So yeah, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did, and subscribe if you are new. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of this figure and what you think about the price point. Do you think $25 is for everything that you have seen here? Is it worth it? I know not a lot of people are 3 3/4 scale collectors. A lot of the market right now is 6-inch, which is one of the main reasons why I'm happy that I found these, because I do like 3 3/4 a lot. Plus it takes up less space on the shelves. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. I am super excited for this guy and many, many more. So you guys will see reviews in the future if you would like, so please let me know if you would like to see any more. And yeah, that's going to do it. So thank you so much for the support on these videos. I'm trying to get better with reviews, but yeah, I'm mainly a toy hunting channel if this is your first video by chance. So yeah, shout out to Boss Fight Studios for making awesome freaking figures. Keep it going. I backed your Kickstarter if you're watching this, so I highly support you guys. But yeah, I love each and every single one of you, and I will see you in the next video. And as always, may the figs be with you.